Hello. Sorry, I'm like pressing. I just thought, you know, you don't watch my streams, so why should I be on time? No, not really. I just could not get the motivation, to be honest. I was being like a fucking slug, moving at slug speed. It's gotta end now. Like, the lost streaks, it's gotta end now, because I don't think I can take anymore. This morning, I felt like fucking half dead. I got up at 10 originally, and I felt dead. I fixed the 3 times mods for me. No, don't put the 2 times on at the same time. Are you suggesting that because I was talking in my stream about 2 times bosses? So the way it works is it's 3 times everyone else, but for bosses it's 2 times. 3 times bosses would be like insane. Like the Draugr Overlord at the end of Bleak Falls Barrow, there was 2 of him. You would have known if you'd watched the stream, but obviously you didn't, so. How are you, Red Eye? Good to see you. Hello. Right. Bannerlord. I've got some honey that's like got the beehive, the comb in, the honeycomb. Why the fuck they do that, I do not know. Cause it just like gets stuck in your teeth. It's horrible. It's not nice. What did you have at the restaurant? Very nice. Very nice. I had a pizza from a restaurant the other night. Proper Italian place. It was very nice. You had air. Oh, you're on the air diet. Okay. You don't want rocks in your mineral water. Don't want honeycomb thing. No, it's just weird. It's just weird. It's all like fucking coating the top of it. It's the only honey I've got. You know, like the last Lost Streak Preston act. I don't know about you, but I could sort of shrug that off. Not this one. Enough is enough. Ate pizza before you went. I'm craving pizza now. But no quest. Does this mean it's not working? No, you need to be level 10 or something, remember? It's in the... What? It's in the rift. The reach, sorry. It's in the reach. I can't remember if you get a quest or not. Can't remember. It's been so long since I played it. You're gonna play it this weekend? Oh, we're low on money. Yeah, I'm sure they'll still be warm by the time they arrive. Please do, Rena. What have you had for dinner, Preston? Preston, tell you what, I even felt it on my ride, like, just not feeling daring at all. Didn't really make any mistakes, but I just wasn't relaxed on it. Tiny fit into us. Chicken balls. Chicken thing fat, then at my mum's curry rice again and tea. I'm gonna have a big meal after the stream, I think. Where the fuck has Kieran been? Kieran's not got internet anymore. His communist parents have taken the internet from him, so he doesn't join very much. He literally only joins when he's at like a cafe or something that has Wi-Fi. He abandoned me, and then Preston turned on me as soon as he left. Well, I've been warning Kieran for fucking ages. He's at that stage, I don't know if you've reached that in your life, Red Eye, but where the parents just push it further and further. They treat essentially what is a grown man. Oh my god, how are we using 32,000 a turn? Treat like a, they want to keep treating you like a child, I think that's what's going on. Who the fuck are we paying that much money to? This is fucking stopping. Cook's 8. What? Oh no, oh no. No, I'm not paying it. Fucking set right. Come on. 7,000 tribute per day. That's just unplayable. That's like real life taxes. So who are these? Northern Empire. Right. So Southern Empire. Yeah, you can fuck off, Southern Empire. Where are you? Oh, you're down here. Oh, piss easy. Right, that's the next task then. What? Where? Oh, for fuck's sake. My parents talk to me about sex. I don't think they're treating me as a child personally. No, it's not that. That's not what I mean. I'm meaning more like from an authoritative perspective and stuff. Rules and stuff like that. What? Oh, for fuck's sake, man. See, this is why I stopped playing this game. I don't even know a way out of this shit. I'm going to chuck my laptop at you. What? I mean, I'm just saying. I warned you. I told you to put your foot down, and you didn't listen. I fucking told you. And hey, I told you. Thank you, though, Kieran. I'm not being nasty about you. Right, I've got to go and get rid of this fucking honeycomb out of my drink, man. Otherwise, it's like the texture of chewing gum. Right, I'll be back in a moment. Never fucking using that honey again. No, that was just a nasty way of saying we miss you, Kieran. Windows 11. It's got the honeycomb in. And I've used it to sweeten some cacao, and it's like fucking... Honeycomb is okay tasting, but the texture is like chewing gum. Gum, as you would call it. And it's not particularly nice either. The honey. It's acacia honey. You squat only to get undressed. No, you squat for a couple of other things as well. Don't fucking lie. Don't lie to me, mate. I don't even fucking know why. Fuck it, I gotta go there and we're just gonna raid the Kazay. I have no... I'm paying fucking like 25,000 a turn in peace wages. Did you see my new arm ring, Kieran? Did I show you it? Have I seen you since then? I can't remember. I got one for my actual arm, my bicep, but it doesn't fit. It looks really cool, but it doesn't fit. It's supposed to go around my arm twice. It won't go around it once. And it just looks silly. Yeah, I saw that. That was fucking funny. Kieran. Cheeky bastard. Oh, piss off, man. Fucking borrowing car. 624. Right, okay. Uhtred, son of Uhtred. Well, it's just that it said that it was the best seller. Nothing about COD is best selling. There's probably a way of getting peace without paying for it, but I don't know what it is. Did you watch the Way Out videos, Kieran? Nozan is here. We cannot lose. I didn't see the last one. I think the second to last one's probably the best. Or is it the one before that? The last one I was fucking super tired on. Not that it wasn't good, but I feel my commentary was superior when I wasn't tired. Besides, like, I won't spoil it or anything, but Preston's a little bastard, as we all know. And, you know, he's a traitor. He doesn't watch streams anymore. But also, oh, come on, Kieran, you've gone soft. He hasn't, not with me and you here. He's fucking fully hard, bro. But, yeah, about Preston, he's a dickhead, really. He's scandalous, is what he is. Get those bastards! I'm always watching streams. Nope. I'm gonna go and get... You joined the stream yesterday and then you said, I'm gonna go and get some pizza. I'll be back in 10 minutes. He was gone for 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. Yeah, okay, I'll react to that. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, that's considerate, actually. My gratitude. So to make it... Yeah, but you've always been like that, though. Red Eye. And I've you know, I do bully you a bit. So that's understandable. No, Preston knows better, though. You know, I've been with Preston since day one, and this is how he treats me. It's fucking sly, is what it is. It's horrible. Have we even got catapult? Yeah, okay, we got one. Oh, you can choose where you put them. Okay, yeah. Oh, you remember now. That's probably not the best place to put it then. Here's the best place to put it. Hang on. Can we get rid of this? Can you get rid of it? The reason Tin is my little fanboy is because the girls are always giving me the look and such, but Tin and plays coy, so I enjoy the chase. Yeah, and just when you started to think, okay, you know, maybe you'll give up, that's when he asks for foot photos, and the romance was just rekindled, really, wasn't it? Preston, do you know, if you're probably not even watching the stream anymore, knowing you, but do you know how to change the catapults and stuff? I've done it before by accident. Why is there just one guy there? Yeah, and he calls the girls who he uses light media of, he calls them his fucking e-kittens. Not allowed to tell. Fine. He calls them his e-kittens. Fucking freak. He's been so weird lately, honestly. I don't know how I've coped. Really, I don't know how. He's getting weirder by the day, man. Look that way! Well, you think he would have, Kieran. We don't know what Nathan's like anymore. We have no clue what he's like anymore. I know he's not dead. So there's that, I suppose. Are we ready? Ready! Ready, men! Oh, fuck. You guys should probably be shooting a bit more than you are. What the fuck? You see my horse there? Hello? Unfair and rude. Fuck. Oh, missed. Oh, there's no follow-up, Kieran. Because I don't go in that shop anymore because of that. Did you go out and suck? Fuck off. We have that banner. The fuck does this shit work? I don't fucking know, bro. Oh shit, they're through somehow. How are they through? Who are they? Right, which one is them? Shit, they must have broken through the other side. Okay, that's not good. Oh, such. I thought you said suck. Shit, they must have broken through on the other flank then. Oh my god, they really broke through on the other side. These guys are tough. It looks like they have the better troops on the right side. Close one. Why is chess like the biggest? That's the biggest thing now on Twitch.
Follow me! Follow me! Archers! Soldiers! Shoulder to shoulder!
We must reinforce the line. Archers! Archers! Advance! Okay, now this is a tough battle. Oh, they're still coming! My God. We've got the archers in a good spot now, though. Over there. Oh my god. Fucking hell. Woo! Time for a Kit Kat.
Enough. I choose to live to. Enough. You win today. I give up. I give up. We are at your.
Soon I'm gonna see a clip of Tyler one thinking he's thinking 20 steps ahead for it to just not go his way. All leading to him rage. Or maybe he needs a break from that fucking shitty League of Legends. He plays it every day. He'd be funny at playing that only up game. Because that looks like it's very rage inducing. Kill prisoners before the rascals get out. I was gonna sell them because I need the money. I kinda need the money. I'll see how much money I'll get from them. But thank you for reminding me. Because we have no money. I want to offer you promotion of your channel. I want to offer you to suck my balls. Yeah, 29 grand. That's only one turn, but I've got to do it. What happened to all your money, guy? I'm at war with everyone. I had to pay them for peace. I want an i9 13th gen 13900K yesterday. How? So the trip to Scotland was good then. Hello, Funro. Imagine waiting 20 minutes in a queue to play one match. What, on League of Legends? And then that's the game you play. No, I think in all likelihood he probably won it at a CSGO thing. Oh, fuck off. Bostrom. Alright, we've saved that for now. This game's becoming like nigh unplayable.
It's been a while.
Fuck you. Oh, are you back in Germany now then? What's IEM? You want it in like the tournament? Very nice. Well done. Brilliant. Intel Extreme. And is this Is that Counter-Strike then? I would have beat you if I was there. Fair enough. Oh, very nice. Well done, brother. So, you're back from Scotland then. How was your trip in Scotland? You know, the entire time, Kieran, all they were doing was complaining about the beer not being as good as Germany. Like, fucking, yeah, of course it's not going to be as good as Germany.
Forward! Arrows! Move! Riders! Move! Mounted! Forward!
Rainy, yeah. I told you. I fucking told you. Welcome to our world, Funro.
Forward! Archers! Move! Horse archers! Forward! Cavalry! After me!
Still great. Aye.
Footmen! Make a shield wall!
No, come over this way, not that way. This way. Right, okay.
Move! Move! Line formation!
Line formation.
Kill them all! Move!
Is this all they've got? Is this their only army? Their only troops?
Form a shield wall!
Can they even taste beer now? Like, surely their taste buds are desensitized. He tried telling me that the women don't all wear the gowns, the ladyhosen. He broke my heart. I never want to go to Germany now. Oh no, they have loads of troops up there actually. That's not all of their troops. Alright, come on then.
Dismount!
What? No, not fucking dismount. Fuck off.
Follow me! Soldiers! Stay close!
I heard that bit. Like, if Germans can't German, what's the fucking... Exactly. What's the point in Germany if you've not got a bunch of German chicks in those outfits? It's just... It's not on, Ferno. Like, do you understand why it's not on?
Move! Mounted arch forward!
So are you going to be using this Iron Inferno, or are you going to sell it? The mighty sun!
Infantry! Line formation!
Please be a Jeremy fragrance gun. Sniff women in kids, pause and ask what fragrance. Fuck. Skulle veteran bruder. Fuck.
Horse on forward! Archers, move!
Where's my fucking... Where is my spearman, man?
Soldier, charge!
Right, okay. I'm gonna have to attack now. They've played well, these guys have. They've split us up. Falls on me to win the battle. I got on a horse just for it to get shot to death. Ah! I feel like Ferno is competition right now. This is basically Counter-Strike. Yeah. Preston's been doing that all the time nowadays. If the stream's not about him, he leaves. It's just, the kind of Preston I've got to put up with these days. I know what he's doing. He's trying to play Skyrim so that he levels up more than me. Because we both got back into Skyrim recently. I know exactly what he's doing. And he's just admitted to it now. He's streaming instead of watching my stream. It don't fucking surprise me. We know what he's like. We know what he's like. He's heartless and he's evil. Didn't care about anyone but himself. Cheat death due... What the fuck? Cheat death due to old age once. Fucking hell. It's a bit scary. How long have I got left and who do I play as when I die? See, he just said he's streaming now. Skinny jeans, tan-in shirts, says Tim. Kieran's missing out on the Instagram 2 arc. Kieran seems to know me very well somehow. I will not be lectured by an assling. Oh my god. And our money's gone already! I grow fucking tired of this shit, man. I might just mod it. I'll pull up here and just mod it so it's fucking enjoyable.
Stop there.
Fuck off. To Preston yesterday is I love how Tinner refused to meet up with you guys because he thinks I'm just going to teleport in. It's always about you, yeah. Like he was going to come to England. He wanted to come to Manchester, which is near me, and visit here for Oppenheimer. And then as soon as I suggested, oh, well, while you're over here, why don't we hang out? He went, no, too expensive. Can't, too expensive. He's a sneaky little fucker. And he's gay.
Infantry!
Skinny jeans, tanning shirts. That's Tinner would say.
Follow me! Mounted arch, move!
When am I taking my spring vacay? In spring? If it's after February, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm working more than ever now, really. So I won't be taking any significant time off. But I could take a week off. Maybe May or something. You can come over in fucking February if you want, but the weather won't be nice. You won't be seeing England at its best. We've got to cause some fucking trouble. Why don't you get your bike license, Kieran, as well? So you can come over and rent a bike and we can go fucking razz around and cause trouble. Alright, get your bike license, bro. You can rent a bike for a week. Oh, you mean that? Oh, that's what you're referring to. Yeah, so, yeah, February.
Everyone!
But that'll only be for like 10 days. Fucking jeans in general, I hate them. Fucking hate them. I hate them with a passion. I really hate them.
Archer, forward! Support forward!
Ready, my knights, for battle. Fucking cooks. Fuck you. Kazake wankers. Yeah, November and February. I didn't know what you were on about with that though, to be honest. Yeah, November and February.
Archer, forward!
I'll tear your liver.
Follow me!
But yeah, that's the way to have something that look like jeans. Jeans look great, but they're fucking horrible. They're not man. It's not manly to wear jeans because it's very bad for your testicles. You need to have movement.
Infantry, form a line! Move to move! Infantry! Infantry! Make a shield wall! Move close!
Yeah, come over in like April or something then. Truebeard Gaming, hello. I have a feeling who you are, but how are you doing? Who are you? Just the name sort of gives it away, I think. Yeah, I think you should fucking passport and license photos make me look like a dead fish. They always do. Not you specifically. I look like a serial killer in my passport. Yes, I thought so. You know, I've wondered about you a few times. I thought, is he dead or not? Hello, how are you? Is it beards, boots, and blisters? I'll call you by Instagram then. How you doing, brother? Hate it when the jeans ride up the crotch. I hate it when anything rides up the crotch. It's fucking horrible. Especially, you know, now that I'm on my bike, my motorbike. If that happens when I'm riding, there's nothing you can do about it. You have to accept your dick wedgie fate for like the next 5 miles.
Archers, advance! Move to adequate attack!
Got my password to this account and couldn't be bothered to get it sorted. How are you doing, brother? I'm great. I'm alright. Tired right now, but I've been working a lot. But in fact, I think the last time I spoke to you, I probably didn't even have this job that I'm in now. Yeah, I'm quite busy with work. Fucking hell, I've not even got my sword out. I got a motorbike. What else did I do? Started doing martial arts. Became a fat bastard. Been on any walks, brother? Remember, you're into your hikes, aren't you? Are you still at the same place? Or was it Ocado you're at? Is it Ocado? You still there? I work in an outdoor, like, sports centre. Climbing and kayaking and stuff. It's been a fucking long time because I've worked there for 2 years, so I've not spoke to you in fucking ages. What do you mean having a COVID test at work? Like taking one at work, or... $8 grand, what, as like compensation? Or is it a severance package? Well, it's over 2 years, because I've been at this job now. Well, no, I've been at this job for 1.5 years, actually. I don't know if I spoke to you when I was living in my current place, but yeah, I think I probably did. You're called Martin, aren't you? Big Mart. Deems gross misconduct. They're probably just looking for an excuse, weren't they, to fire you? But hey, good for you for getting that out of them. What you're working in now then? How's the little one? I bet you're not so little anymore. Yeah, I've been on a few walks. I've been about in Staffordshire a lot, which is just south of where I am. That's my sort of go-to place now, particularly in the summer. I love it. Where else have I been? I don't think anywhere that you'll know of. I did Oh yeah, you know I did Snowden actually. Yeah, we messaged about that. I remember that was probably one of the last messages I sent. I've not been abroad or anything though. Just local walks really. Yeah, I got a. I'm a biker now. I got my motorbike a couple of months ago. Been going mad on that, riding around. Sort of getting into riding to all of the stone circles and stuff. I'm currently working in a warehouse temporarily till I get. Oh, you're training for your HGV. That's brilliant. You get loads of money for that. It lasts all the time. How old is she now? Because she was proper young when I last spoke to you. Well, I'm only on a 125cc, but are you still on Instagram? Cheesy that was your name? It just came instinctively then. Cheesy. You can see a photo. Well, I suppose you can see a photo of the bike on my profile picture, but it's quite small on it. But yeah, it's only a little bike, but it sounds fucking beefy and it's nice. But yeah, same thing with me. Like I never go for anything. I never go for a super bike. When I got that, I just wanted something that looks nice, sounds nice, and is reliable. And I like them sort of, you know, old sort of retro-y designs. What's your name on Instagram? I'll add you, because I haven't got my old account on there. I don't know if you remember what I used to post, but I got banned for ages. But I don't post that anymore. I think I remember your name. I'm not going to say it out loud. Yeah, are you still on the same account? I found you. Yeah, you are. Oh, she's well adorable. You're still a sexy bastard, Martin. She's proper grown. She was a baby, man, when I spoke to you last time. She's proper grown up. You're a fucking pagan. Since when are you a pagan? Are you a pagan religiously now, then? Fucking amazing, bro. I remember you were into it back in the day, but I don't think you were religiously a pagan. Fucking amazing, man. We should go to a stone circle together. There you go, I've sent you a follow. That's amazing, brother. Bro, you're pagan now. Legend. Love how Crispy didn't even question when you... No, he said, I think I know why you got banned. Okay, sorry. He's into his mead, he's into his pay... Wow, that fucking hell. Proper pagan now. Yeah, so I've scrolled down to where I knew you from. Like, if that makes any sense. When was this? 2020 or something. I remember those photos. You've got some drinking horns. Are you back? I love the bike, mate. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know if you heard, but I was creaming over the fact that you're a pagan. Because as I was saying before, yeah, I remember we used to talk about Viking stuff, but I don't think you were a pagan back then. I've been probably a pagan since the end of 2019, early 2020. But I've gotten more serious with it, you know. I bet you have too. I'll show you this actually. I recently got this. So for me, I'm not just Norse pagan. I worship some of the ancient Greek gods as well, particularly Ares, but predominantly Norse and Celtic. But I got this. I don't know if the camera will focus on that. It's one of these arm rings. torque band with raven heads on. I got another one for above my bicep there, but it doesn't fit properly. It's too small. Not to brag. Yeah, I see you've had the Viking's Blood mead. Very nice. Because I looked at that on the website and I saw how brightly coloured it was. I've had, in fact, I've still got the bottle down here. I had, this stuff's good. Nidhogger mead, traditional mead. I was in Sherwood Forest. Do you know, well, that's somewhere that I've gone for a walk, actually. I've been there loads of. You know the Robin Hood Forest? Nottingham Forest. I was in there for a Viking festival. I was in there for a Viking festival last year in August. So yeah, exactly a year ago actually. And there was a stall with a man and his wife. They were like a mead company startup, and they were giving out free meads, like taster meads. And I tried it, and what was funny was my mum was driving us there, and they just kept passing us fucking mead. And when I drink mead, cheesy, I don't get drunk, but it's still technically like it's in your system, so you technically be over the limit. Do you know what I mean? But they kept passing us mead, and my mum didn't sort of process the fact that we'd driven like 50 miles. She just kept fucking drinking this mead. But anyway, they gave us this mead. Let's try it. Really nice. So I bought some. It's made in York. And what I like about this one is it's made with spring water. It's made with Yorkshire spring water because I don't like tap water. I try and stay away from it. And this is one of the only meads that doesn't have tap water and it's made with spring water, and it's really fucking nice. But that's Nidhogger mead. It's just the traditional mead. That was really good. I would recommend that. And I liked him because it was quite sweet. They were just like a couple that had started out their like second bedroom, and built up this company really. And I thought it was really amazing, and you know, they were very nice. Yeah, you're a heathen pagan. Fucking awesome, mate. So are you like Norse? Are you Celtic, or are you just pantheistic? Polytheist. Polytheist, yeah. Polytheist. Predominantly, I just go on my blood, really. Obviously, like just like you, Viking and Celtic. You know, and obviously Saxon, but I bundle that in with a Viking, really. So I go on their religions, really. But I do like the Greeks. I like Ares and Athena as well. I don't drink anymore now. Knocked that on the head, and hey, well, fair enough. See, for me, I know plenty of people where it's a problem, and they have to go cold turkey with that. For me, I might just have a high tolerance for alcohol, which is ironic because I never drink. But whenever I've drank mead, I never feel tipsy or drunk at all. And it's the only thing I drink, and it's very occasionally that I drink it. But congratulations to you though for quitting it. You know, very nice. Especially with the smoking as well. Yeah, I maybe only have it once or twice a year. I allow myself to have it as well because it's quite a lot healthier than most other alcohols as well. I keep playing around with the idea of making some of my own. I think Asatru is a modernized version of Norse paganism. That I know one element of it is you don't have to kill someone to go to Valhalla. That's one element of it. I can see the benefit of it, but I don't subscribe to it. But I understand not everyone wants. I'm trying to not sound like a murderer right now, but it's like an appropriated version of Norse paganism, as far as I know. But who's to say that it has to be actual blood and shield and sword combat that you're dying to go to Valhalla? If you fought enough spiritual battles, maybe that counts too. But as far as I know, that is the main difference, at least that's relevant to me. Not sure what it was, but I just knew something else. Someone was me. Yeah, it's the same thing with me. Like, I was looking for purpose coming out of a very rough time in 2019 and 20, and I needed something to base my personality on. No, yeah, no, it's exactly the same with you. Yeah, to a point where like the normie mainstream life, the materialistic life, just isn't enough. And you look for something further, and then when you find it, nothing can compare. Do you know what I mean? It's exactly the same with me, brother. I remember on German beer stream you were a bit. Yeah, no, German beer. Yeah, I did get drunk with the German beer. But I'm saying though, with mead, I never get drunk for whatever reason. Ever. And it's high. It's like 16%. You know. I have been thinking about it. I'm not going to do this, of course. At least I'm not going to say I'm going to do it on the stream. But I've played around with the idea of having, again, like a good mead like this one, and then fermenting certain intoxicants that Viking berserkers took into it, and then drinking the whole thing and just seeing what happens. Yeah, I know it was, Kieran. Yeah, that was the change here, and that was when I started to be a pagan as well. And it sounds silly, but me and Preston were speaking about this, Cheesy. We were talking about this a few weeks ago, actually, that it's for me, it started with Vikings. Like, the Vikings gets you into it and makes you aware of your heritage and makes you aware of all that, you know, history and stuff. And then, from then on, I just started to understand a lot more and looked into, you know, paganism and looked into the gods and just the way of life of the Vikings. And before that, I was very weak. I was a very weak modern man. And then after that, yeah, changed my perspective. I had my last alcoholic drink at New Year. I was blackout drunk. I don't remember anything, and I went on pretty bad. Punched a hole in the missus' living room wall. Apparently, I was really aggressive. Hey, sorry, I shouldn't have laughed about the... No. I didn't read the aggressive part. Yeah, a lot of people like that. I could understand that. I would never drink heavily, probably because I would be the same. I'm not a violent person, more I'm an aggressive person for sure. And it's... especially when you take things that increase your testosterone, it's not a good idea. So yeah, fair enough. Stay off it then, brother. You know, fair enough. What was the reasoning for the cigarettes? Is it just to stay around for longer and have better cardio and stuff? Well, fucking congratulations on quitting it, though. That's amazing. 2020, I think, was the year I really started moving away from Christianity. Yeah, you were hard to get through to before that as well. What do you think about Asatru then? Pete. Not Pete, Cheesy. It's because you're the same age as Pete. I think I used to do this all the time. Well, I did actually. I used to call Cheesy Pete and Pete Cheesy. What do you think of that Asatru book then? I've read quite a few things since then. I'll just... so I've listened to Norse Mythology by Neil Gaiman on Audible. I don't know if you've probably heard of that, but it's really good. I'd recommend it. 6.5 hours long. Really, really good. So that's one I would recommend. On the audio version, I think it's even better. What else have I read that you'll be interested in? I'm very into Arthurian legend as well. This isn't paganism related necessarily, and it's obviously it's not Viking stuff, Cheesy. But I've really gotten into Arthurian stuff, like you know, King Arthur and the legends of the Grail and stuff. I'm very into that, and I'm very into like Templar history. With the veg visser, that's very nice as well. That chain. Your daughter's fucking adorable. So is she... Are you getting her into her walks and everything? Does she go out with you? What's the weather been like up there? Actually, I think you live near Preston, if I remember correctly. You live near Preston. You're in Sunderland, aren't you, I think? So it's probably been shit, because it's been shit for Preston. We were talking about this the other day, that like this summer's been fucking awful. Like, it's the worst summer I can remember for weather. Oh wow, Scar Crag. That's amazing. Really nice. Felt like crap. I stung of smoke, couldn't breathe, always out of breath, and I want to be around for my daughter. Yeah, fair enough. Noble reasons. Did you go into vaping or did you quit completely? Send me some North. Well, you've not asked. You did. You didn't ask. If you want Norseable recommendations, I'll send some through to you, Kieran. Got the Joms Viking sagas. Yeah, that looks good as well. I'm very into the Berserker stuff as well. Did you watch Northman when it came out last year? What did you think of that? Yeah, with the world tree. That's a really nice tattoo, Judy. I'll take her on a walk with me. Alright, okay. Still young, I suppose. And you've quit them as well. That's good. That's brilliant. Because that's one thing that pisses me off is when people say they've quit smoking and then it's okay to vape if it brings you off of it. My mother does this though, where she's on the vape 24/7. Like before every shop she goes into, she has to have a 10-second drag and then goes into it. And in a lot of shops they're allowed. So people are like, it's like they've got an IV of nicotine. They're on it constantly. It might not, in theory, be as bad for your lungs, but I would wager it's a lot worse for your brain and your hormones, your brain chemicals, you know, your dopamine and stuff. The stuff that gets surged when you take in nicotine. I would wager it's a lot worse. And that pisses me off when people say they've quit and then they're on a vape even more than they were ever on a cigarette. At least with a cigarette, people would smoke and then have a 2-hour break. And at least they're giving their body a bit of a break. Do you know what I mean? I was just as out of breath on the vapes as well. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm glad you're off of both though. Fucking good for you though. It's amazing. Oh, actually, I should take all the prisoners, shouldn't I? And sell them. I forgot that you can sell those guys as well. It's not just the nobles that you can sell. You been gaming much since I spoke to you, Cheesy, or? I've been gaming less. When I do, I game very intensely, but I've certainly been gaming less. Yeah, just working a lot more. I don't think I even had a normal job when I last spoke to you. But yeah, sort of averaging about 35-40 hours. Which is not a lot, but they're in, like, condensed into a short amount of days, so it's all in one, really. And I love it. I love staying busy now. I could never go back to it, to not working as much. I fucking love it now. I saw that fucking footage, and then it's like, it sticks to everything. It fucking sticks to everything. Have you noticed that? Like the smell. Kieran's just had the same shit that's gone on with. I think you get to a. Oh, fuck. You get to a point, don't you, where you get to an age. It might not be an age, it might just be a stage in your life, but you do. Are we under siege somewhere? You get to a point where it's just harder to do. Just like I still enjoy gaming, but it's harder to make the time for it, and it's harder to be motivated for it. I know it's an aerosol, yeah. Why is it telling me about Jalmaris getting besieged 5,000 miles away? I'm at a point now in this game, I don't even know what to do. I don't even fucking know what to do, bro. Because the money just goes out instantly. I swear they've got real life tax man in this. Because, you know, they've been studying real life tax, you know, people. It's so realistic. Got some clothing samples getting delivered. Hopefully we'll take... What a clothing business. That's amazing. What kind? Yeah, to be fair, I have gamed a lot lately. More than I have done in a while, but I have to be like really like sociable and get loads of stuff done in the real world to feel like it's okay to game. Otherwise it just feels shit sitting inside. You know, fucking staring at a screen. Just feel fucking groggy.
Stop there. Who are you?
Well, I don't know. I don't play Battlefield 1 anymore because with BattleBit, it feels the same as Battlefield 1, but a lot better. This is a fucking... What the fuck is this map? This is cool. The only downside is... What the fuck? This is like a tropical fucking jungle. The only downside is... What the fuck am I saying? The only downside. Oh yeah, the only downside. Yeah. There's no upside. There's nowhere I can use as an advantage, really. I didn't even know this kind of fucking biome existed here. No, BattleBit's just like a better version of Battlefield, basically. So that's why I said that to Tiernan, because it's just better. It's more fun, but it hits that same spot. What kind of clothes are you wanting? Have you got an idea for like the aesthetic of it, Cheesy?
Travel after me!
Did you speak to your parents, Karen, about cutting this shit and letting you have internet? I suppose it's... You're talking about February. It's February when you get it back, isn't it? But yeah, I do think if you can just pass your bike test, or just do whatever you need to do for it to be legal when you come over here to ride, that'll be amazing. Stay for a week.
Infantry! Give 'em hell!
Go around, go to all the fucking stone circles and stuff. Very nice. What made you want to do that, Cheesy? What gave you the ambition to do that? One thing I was talking about the other day, Cheesy, is I want to go on a pilgrimage around probably Britain starting off, and then, you know, obviously Scotland as well, and Wales. I suppose that's Britain, but you know what I'm saying. And then maybe to North France, and just go around all the, like, proper ancient stone circles. Not in one go, because that'd be fucking, that's take ages, but I'd love to do that with my life, you know. I think that'd be amazing. And we could do a few of them, Kieran, when you come over. If you get a bike. Otherwise, if you don't get a bike, it's just going to be like, we'll be very restricted, Kieran. The only other option is I have to pass my full bike test before you come over, and you can ride in the back of mine, but it's a bit gay. It'll be a bit gay. I didn't even fucking save this. I might just fucking give up on my playthrough of this, honestly. I don't want to say that, but I died. There's no... It's to the point where it's almost not fun anymore. No, it's fun, but... I don't want to... I'm not going through that shit that... You know, 1 step forward, 2 steps back sort of shit. I'm just not doing it. I've not got the time or the patience for it. I want to make progress in my games. Yeah, I had to. And I've not even got a save, I don't think. I don't even care. I have got a save actually, but it's just hard to care. No worries, Cheesy. See you soon. I don't want to be negative about this game. I love it, but it's at the point where what do I fucking do? Like, I make a bit of money, it's gone. I'm at war with everyone. Maybe I'm just being salty. Thank you for subscribing, Elliot, by the way, Kieran. I can't remember if I said thank you. See, I think I'd need to get an international license, which seems like a mistake. I don't think you would. I don't think you would. I'll check now. Take a whole lot English road test. No, because you could just rent a 125, like I have. Which, even if you had to take it in England, that's still just a day course. And then just go. Well, I don't know actually. Do you need a full license to rent? Yeah, no, you don't. You just get the license in your country and you're fine. Yeah. Yeah, so just get your license in your country. Preston, are you still there? M-class license. Oh, you don't have the 125 rule there. So the limited license in Canada, you can only ride a 50cc, which is a tiny engine. Like, it will never go above 30 miles per hour. It's like half the speed of mine. So here we have the 125, which is what I'm on, the 125cc, which is fast enough. It gets you over, and it can hit every speed limit really, and go over it if you were inclined to. But there, in Canada, you either ride a bike or you're on a 50cc moped. There's no in between. So you'd have to have an M test. Sorry, an M license. Yeah, they don't have the 125 thing in Canada, Preston. You either take the M1 or whatever it was, and you can ride a 50cc. There's no point. Literally, you can get an e-bike, like an electric mountain bike that will go faster than that. Let's see. I don't think it'll be expensive though. So you can take it separately to your car one. I don't really understand this shit, but it seems, well, so it's looking like it's probably going to be like $150 to take the test, but then you're going to have to hire instructors to take you out and guide you, which you don't have to in England because you can go on the 125. You can ride a 125 for a few years and then decide you're ready to ride on the full one if you want and take the full license. But you can't do that in Canada. You have to get a full license just to ride a moped, which is 50cc. Even if you didn't need to get a full license just to ride that moped, which is 50cc, and you could do the CBT thing, which is like in England where you just do a course for the day from 9 till 4 or 5, and then they just say, all right, see ya, you can ride now up to a 125. That, you know, you don't have that in Canada because you have to get a full license to get that moped. But even if you didn't, is what I'm saying is to go from a 50cc moped to a full speed bike, it wouldn't even carry across. Like you couldn't even count that as practice. You wouldn't get practice with it. You wouldn't feel like, okay, I've had practice, I'm ready for a full bike. One, because of the power difference from 50cc to like 600cc, which is what you take your full test on, at least in England. But two, because the feel of a moped is going to be so different as well to a motorbike. Yeah, so you're looking at about $100, Kieran, to take the tests, but then you've got to obviously pass the test. So let's say maybe $200 or $300 for at least a few lessons. But because you have your own land, you could get a cheap 125cc bike and then just ride around. It's not like there's any coppers around your roads, is there? That road in front of your house. So you could fucking practice day to day on it, and you'd be fine, and you won't get in trouble. So you could just buy a really cheap bike, rather than spending for the instructor course. You could just get a cheap bike, practice with that, and come over with a full license, and then just hire a 125 when you're over here. It's not mad. That seems simple enough. That seems simple enough. And then let's just see what we're looking at for a motorbike rental for you. Let's get something planned, Kieran. Don't fucking piss about though. If we plan it, you're doing it, bro. If we plan it, you're doing it. Trying to find a 125. There probably won't be that many 125s to rent, but oh no, yeah. So you okay? Well, that's a 125 scooter. We don't want that, but you're probably looking at about £300 to rent a bike for the week. But so the 125 is 40 for the week, but that's a fucking scooter. Obviously, you don't have to get a 125. You can get something more powerful, but the ride wouldn't be very fun if I'm on my 125 and you're on like a 600cc. You would feel constantly like you're having to hang back. I mean, we want to ride it together. Do you know what I mean? Where's near me? You have to go to Stockport to rent. Is this for May or February? Yeah, you can do your test through the year, Kieran. Fuck about and over and think things. Yeah, 600 to 800 to Canada. Where are you looking, Kieran? Kieran, where are you looking? Because mine said $100. Where are you looking? The most expensive part is going to be renting the bike. You're looking at like probably £400 to rent it for the week. But it'd be worth it. Like if we go out every day on them, it will be worth it. Now, we got to talk about the what month. Oh no, okay. So you can rent. I found a page that does 125s. They don't look very nice, but whatever. They're only renting it. £200 for the week. £205 actually. So that'd be more or less the same speed as mine. So that's fair, really. To rent a bike, £300. I guess it's 511. That's just rental though, Kieran. Renting cars is expensive as well. My bike's a mutt mongrel, but it's very much got that Triumph look, hasn't it, Choosy? That's what I looked for when I was looking for 125s. I went for that specifically because it's known to be the best sounding 125. Most 125cc's sound awful. That one, it's proper beefy. It growls. And everyone that sees it and hears it can't believe it's a 125, really. But no, yeah, it's a mutt mongrel, it's called. It's a British company. It's all British parts apart from the engine, which is Asian. But yeah, I think they are based on the Triumphs. I'll pay more money for drip. Kieran, you're whining about money, right? But then you want the drip too. Well, the drip is 500 versus 200. So, let me find you a clip of the mutt mongrel, what it sounds like. Cheesy.
Spin the either.
Mutt mongrel.
Really wide handlebars.
This guy's camera's in his helmet, so it doesn't really show what it sounds like. I suppose I can just play it on stream for you. This is what it sounds like. Proper deep. Can you hear that on the stream? But yeah, for a 125, it sounds fucking awesome. See, that was my first choice, actually, Cheesy. When I was looking for bikes, well, it was my first choice, but then I couldn't find it cheap enough anywhere to buy it. So I went for one that was like 1,300 cheaper, or was going to go for one. And then before I bought that, and it wasn't as good as the one I ended up getting. It was called a Tempest Scrambler. But then before I bought that, I ended up finding this fucking mongrel for sale out of nowhere on this website, and I was like, fucking hell, I'll get it, because it's fucking dirt cheap for what it is. And some guys just came down from Leeds and delivered it in the back of a van. Like, it was legitimate and everything. Like, they were a proper company, but I never went and saw it, and you know it's actually quite common now. I got the walk around, you know, the video, and I checked the MOT history, checked that it had not been any crashes or anything. But yeah, very happy with it. Sounds proper nice. Thank you, Kieran. Yeah, everyone says it's the 125 that feels and looks like a proper bike. No, well, no. I'd had the walk around on video. Like, it was a very thorough walk around. You know, and I did all the checks that you can do without seeing it. The problem is, though, I could have seen it in person and I wouldn't have known what to look for, if that makes any sense. But I checked that it had an MOT. You know, I checked that it passed an MOT, and I got them to put it through an MOT before I bought it. Not only so it you know, I've got a year, 12 months of it on MOT now, but also because I knew it would, you know, be running properly. It might sound red, but it's very common now, because I'm not traveling like 60 miles, and there was no way of me getting it if it was 60 miles away, because I couldn't ride back. I certainly wouldn't have been confident riding back on that, you know. I didn't really have any. I suppose I have got some friends that could have put it in the back of a truck or whatever, but yeah. Anyway, it worked out for the best. It's brilliant. Didn't you check? Yeah, I did plenty. Well, I didn't pay for. Okay, I should say this. I didn't pay for it. I paid for it on the day, so they gave me the bike and then I paid for it. If that makes sense. So they brought it, and then once they'd sort of show me around and show me it running and everything, that's when I paid them. Well, okay, so, I mean, I'll send you a link here. I don't even know if this shit's... Do you want to play something, Preston? Sorry, I've ended up on Bannerlord longer than I realised. Well, longer than I meant to. I'll send you the link to this website, Kieran. If you go down to motorcycle hire, you got a list of different bikes that you can rent. So you've got, if you can go on Triumph, you can get the Triumph Bonneville. The thing is, though, none of these are 125s, though, Kieran. If you want the drip, you're gonna be fucking destroying me in the speed, which isn't gonna be fun. Because all of these, like the Triumph Scrambler, the Triumph Bonneville, they look really nice, but you gotta be speeding ahead, bro. You might just have to settle for a bad looking ride for the week, Kieran. And I ought to have more drip than you. It's only fair. Got rid of the BMW because it was an absolute lemon. Oh, really? I thought you loved that car. I think you got it when we last spoke. Yeah. See, you'll probably die as well, Kieran, on that kind of thing, on that kind of CC. If you go on the learner motorbike rental, that's where you can find the 125s. You'll see that they're proper ugly, but they're cheaper and it'll be the same speed. got some nice bikes in here actually. Most of them are like super bikes though, I'm not into that. Your butt off wasn't entirely truthful and I didn't do my... Oh, right, okay. Like falling apart and that then. What game do you want to play? Presto. Presto Sophia. Preston. You don't have to get it from there, though. I would think just focus on passing your test. I would say practice in Canada, but you will be practicing on the opposite side of the road, so maybe it's better that you don't get practice in. Don't really know what they'll do. I think they'll just like deliver the bike to you wherever you are, I think. Yeah, that's what I'm saying about the website, Kieran, because you can I think that's not the law, that's just that site. Would have needed a full engine rebuild, so I sold it to We Buy Any Car. 2500's alright though if the engine's fucked. So what car do you have now then? Is it on your profile? Oh, Seat. Very nice. They're supposed to be very good, aren't they? I think they're hard to get parts for. I think, aren't they? I think they're Spanish, aren't they? So. But they always look very nice. I remember my mum used to have a, was it a Seat Ibiza maybe? I think my mum used to have an old Seat Ibiza. No, I'm not sure. She had some kind of Seat. I don't know what was it. Wasn't a Seat Leon, was it? Oh, the new Seats look. I don't like the design of some of the new Seats at all. Like the Seat Leon looked a lot better back in the old design, I think. Yours is a new Seat, but yours looks nice though, especially in that colour. Oh, it's not the new Seats that I don't like actually. No, it's the ones before that actually. What year is that? No, because I've just seen a photo of the new ones. They're quite nice, actually. It's not saying the year, but the old design. They had really weird, like, well, not headlights, but rear lights. But the new ones look quite nice. It looks quite speedy, actually. Oh no, that was an Ibiza I was looking at, not a Leon. What's the fastest it could go? So, Carl, was it the M1 or M2? I'll have a look. M. It's the M license. For the full one. Unless you want to ride a fucking 50cc. Wow, where's that cheesy? Ennerdale Bridge. That looks fucking amazing there. That don't even look real. An M1's what you're gonna be on a. An M1 is a fucking moped, Kieran. What the fuck? They have weird things in Canada. Like you have to pass a certain license to ride at night. In England, you just go on the CBT from like 9 or 10 a.m. till 4, and then like, yeah, alright, see you then. Like, when I don't know if you've done a CBT before, Cheesy, but I've joked about this before. Before lunch, we were literally just doing figure of 8s and circles in first gear around cones. We had a lunch, we got back on the bikes, and then we're like, right, we're on the roads now, and they just took us through all like the busiest roads at unlimited gears, you know. As I said, so what gears do we stay in? What speed should we go at? Oh, whatever you want, as long as it's the speed limit. So they took us from like 7 or 8 miles per hour at the most, going around fucking cones, to like doing 50 and 60, and there was no gradual increase at all. To someone that already drives, if you were to do that, it probably wouldn't bother you that much. Well, maybe it would actually, because on a bike, everything feels so much faster. Because you're there with the elements, you've got the wind, everything's speeding by, but still though, it was a fucking jump. It worked, it certainly worked, but still, it was a jump. Yeah, you'd just be on motor scooters and motorbikes, mopeds, sorry. You'll need the full M license, Kieran. Do you want to play something, Preston, or are you're being rude again? If you don't want to, if you're not feeling it, it's fine. I'll go have my food soon. Either the time crept up on me, to be fair. Big Rob.
And it's pretty bloody amazing, I have to say. It's a absolute work of art made by Richard Taylor and the guys at Weta Workshop. The attention to detail is extraordinary. I mean,
The sign test? What the fuck do you have to do in Canada, Kieran? The sign test? That's got its own test? I'd kick its head in and come off the bike, killing myself. I've had a few near misses. Like earlier on, it's happened twice in the exact same spot. There's a road that's like maybe that, a really steep incline, and it's a winding one. At places it's really fucking steep. And I get halfway up and maybe in third or second gear, and then I have to drop down. And because it's so steep, as I drop down and full throttle or even half throttle, the fucking front wheel comes up. Like, it's happened twice now. Today it happened even more than the other time it happened. Fucking, and it proper kicked me up like that. Sent you the new riders link to Discord. Okay. I'll have a look. Oh my god, I hate Canada. You have to have a full driving license, class 5, just to ride a motorbike. It must be different in America. This must be why there's not much of a culture in Canada. This is probably why there's not much of a motorbike culture in Canada, because it's so unapproachable. I think England's probably got one of the best setups for it, really. I mean, other than the price of buying a bike, other than that deterrent, you just can get on and ride, basically. That doesn't make sense, Kieran. I'm reading that. Well, I've heard that a lot. It's the other road users, people can't drive. But there must be some kind of stigma with the bike, and with bikers. And the way I dress on my bike, in all black, and I've got this sort of... I'm relatively broad as it is, but I've got a leather jacket that has armour in the shoulders. So, like, the fucking shoulders are massive when you're wearing it. And all blacked out visor and everything, and it's a sort of retro-y, kind of badass sort of style to the bike. So any problems that I've had so far, people usually back off as it is. Like I was saying to my mum earlier, actually, someone pulled out. I've never had someone pull out on me until like a few days ago. Someone pulled out on me, and they could see me coming. They could see I was going at some speed. I won't say what it was, but I was going at a decent speed. Not dangerous speed, but I was going at a decent speed. And they pulled out on me and saw me and stopped dead in the middle of the road. And it's a good job nothing was coming. They'd be pulling out there and to come onto the road that I was on and go ahead of me. They had plenty of time to do that, but they just fucking waited until last second to do it. It's a good job no one was on the, oncoming side of the road, because I was able to drive around them. But instead of like pulling out and then rush, or backing away, they just stopped in the middle of the road. But anyway, I passed them, and I've sort of, I swore at them and shouted, middle finger. And I passed them, I saw them in my thing, and they were proper hanging back from me, like proper hanging back as I passed them. So I thought, I just want to make sure that they're intimidated right now. So I slowed down, just not really, I'm joking, but I slowed down to see if they were actually hanging back on purpose. And when I slowed down, they slowed down. So I slowed down to like 10 miles per hour, and they just fucking stopped dead in the middle of the road and waited for me to ride away. What I'm saying is, there's a bit of a stigma, which I have been using in my favour with bikers, where people just sort of give you a bit of space. Do you know what I mean? Especially like with everything blacked out and everything. There's a bit of that going on. But like, another one, I was at some lights and I missed we were just setting off. And I missed I saw someone that I know coming across, another road over there. So I beeped at him. as we were setting off, and because I sort of distracted, I missed gear change from second to third or first to second or whatever. I didn't change the gear stick all the way up, so it got stuck between it, and I revved, and it went. And the guy, it's fucking sat in the car in front of me, was like going like this, like looking around, like looking up at his fucking, you know, his mirror, like shitting his pants. And people like sat behind me in the traffic, and they were sat there. They were just waiting. They didn't drive on when they saw it happen. But me and this other guy sort of take off, and the first chance he gets, he fucking turns off like proper mad, and then he's like looking in all of his mirrors to make sure I don't follow him down. And I wasn't even angry. I just was bad. I made a mistake. I fucked my gear change up, but this guy thinks I'm angry at him. So there's definitely a vibe. There's definitely a stigma, you know. Just get a bearskin and wear that and attach an axe to your bike. I did want to get some runes engraved into my bike, actually. And I do want a bearskin. I forget what they're called, but, you know, around the shoulders. There's a national gang in Canada called Hell's Angels. It's a motorcycle gang. I've never heard of that one, Kieran. It must only be in Canada. It's Kieran. I know it's in the US. It's everywhere. It's in England too. Kieran's like, there's this local group. There's 10 guys from a local Canadian village that have started this group. It's called the Hell's Angels. You wouldn't have heard of it. It's not like the fucking Sons of Anarchy was based on it at all. It's not like half the Sons of Anarchy cast are Hell's Angels. I fucking love you, Kieran. Fucking idiot. No, it's American originally. Yeah, it's American originally, but it's worldwide. And they're very well established in England. I don't know about Canada, but they're very well established. Yeah, they're very notorious. Yeah, they have like fucking gang wars in the street. Well, not really actually. That's the thing. There have been instances where they do have gang wars, and they're well known, but they're not in the middle of streets. They're not like how you see, you know, a lot of like Somali immigrants fighting like Arab immigrants on the streets of Birmingham or anything. You know, you see that the videos where they're just like beating the shit out of each other, you know, in front of children and stuff, like fucking barbaric. Ironically, these guys that are notoriously sort of criminal actually have the respect to do it off elsewhere, you know. But you hear about it because of like news or because of like some guy in a bush that's filmed it or whatever. But they do have big scraps. Like I was reading something a couple of weeks ago. Oh, I've got the Helm of War on my pendant. I've actually got the Helm of War. That'll look well cool. Where are you having that done, Cheesy? I've got another one here within it, with the Irminsul on, which is the Saxon version of the Yggdrasil, and then the Black Sun, which is a different thing. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so they're proper well set up here, like, yeah. One of my cousins was killed by a Hell's Angel. He stole money from them or ratted or something. Yeah, I don't want to say because you said it was your cousin, but yeah. Not to say he deserved. No, doesn't deserve it, but you know what you're getting into. You don't get involved with the Hell's Angels, and yeah. There's a few that I think there's like the Blue Angels or something. There's like 3 or 4 big ones. So you got Satan's Slaves, the Blue Angels, Road Rats, the Hell's Angels, the Outlaws. The Pagans is one of them as well, which was originally set up as by pagans, but now they're not practicing pagans. It's just the name now. I don't think I'd want to get, you know, involved in all that. I have spoken to someone about that, but I don't want to get involved in the more shady elements of it. I think they have 2 levels of it, where so that there's the recreational side of it where you just go out for rides and you'll have, you know, good friends. Then there's the other side of it where you would prospect to be a proper member and be involved with some stuff. Most of it's legitimate though. Like here, they just run businesses. They own businesses, a bit like local Freemasons. They just own businesses and they work together to drive out rival business. Really. Hope I don't get killed for saying that. Yeah. I was going to say something about that, Kieran, about that name, and I thought, best not. If you rewound the stream, you would see me catch myself. You don't have a problem, but for me, riding around, you know, on a bike. Odin's Ravens, yeah. Yeah, see this, you won't be able to see it, but this is a raven skull on the left. No, but it would be good being a part of that, because, like, no one will ever mess with you. They are very loyal. Like, if ever you or your family had problems and the police weren't solving it, you could absolutely count on them to sort it out. Yeah, there's a local one, which isn't a gang, it's just a group. I keep meaning to join it. They just go around on big rides. I'm gonna have to go and get some food soon. So maybe we just don't play anything tonight, Preston. I'm fucking starving, bro. I can come on after my tea if you want, but it'll be a late one then. If you're up for it, I'm fine. But yeah, there's proper good numbers on this one, the Buxton MC. Regularly get like 40 and 50 people. Why did they go there? Mostly older guys. They're certainly not, you know, a gang, but it'd be nice going out. Just riding in like a pack. And you just, Yulgrave. You go out with them, you pay £1, so obviously if there's 50 people, you just turn up, everyone pays £1 towards the club, and then you go out and ride together. And, you know, all they're doing really is taking you on the route and bringing you together. But they make £1 off everyone, which kind of pays the club, you know. Say if you do that once or twice a week, you know, that's £50, £100. For nothing, really. Like, it's not cost the club anything. In fact, I'm going to email these guys tonight. I put it off too much. I'm going to get out on a ride with them, I think. Because they're the sort of big groups where they'll send one guy in traffic. How you doing, Mystic? Good to see you, brother. How are you? In traffic, they'll send a lead rider out to block the traffic, and then everyone else will ride out as well. That's fucking awesome. And obviously, no one fucking says. No one says out. No one says anything. No one's going to say anything about 50 bikers, you know what I mean? They'll think twice. Preston's gone to sleep. Preston's not streaking, so he's seeming rude. I don't think he's actually being rude. He's just seeming rude, which I understand. Yeah, I'm gonna message these guys. Like, I suppose I could just join it on Facebook. I've got a Facebook now. I hate Facebook. Yeah, I'm gonna message him and see if we can join. They're pretty much all older guys. I've seen like 1 or 2 youngish guys. I don't even care. Most of my friends are either older than me or younger than me. Like sort of your age, Kieran, or late 30s, early 40s. There's fucking no in between. Joe's the only person similar to my age that is my friend. Well, he thought you'd gone. A friend of mine started his own MC. Really? Really? What's it called? Oh, yeah, I was talking to a friend of mine that wants to get into bikes, and he used to be really into bikes. And we were talking about every biker's dream of getting together with like maybe 6 people, 10 people, pooling your money, renting some kind of warehouse and having like a workshop there and all, just like learning modifications for bikes and stuff. Maybe you store all your bikes there and stuff. I want to join this because they do like Welsh runs. They ride from where I am, which is not far from Wales. It's only an hour from Wales to Wales, through it and back. Which is the kind of thing I'm not confident with right now. Is that because you're a borderline? Well, I am a millennial, actually. I'm on the millennial side. No, sorry. No, I'm a Zoomer. Like, a year or 2 years off from being a millennial. Which is not really much better. What? They do free suppers? Ooh. Yeah, did you hear me before? I need to go and get some food soon, Preston. I'm fucking starving. I can come back after tea and we can do a late one if you're feeling it, or we can just do one tomorrow. So this week, I'm working Tuesday, Thursday, and then Friday from 3 PM until overnight. So, fucking little white, annoying little gnat or something in my room. So I'll have time to stream this week. I'm doing a different thing this week where usually I'd do Friday morning, you know, the whole day Friday and night, but I've split it up this week and said, well, do you know what? You know, I'll do different days and then just come in on Friday afternoon to do the evening thing. Just as a fucking attempt to start getting some proper sleep. Right, you're in the first year of Gen Z. Aye. Preston's still not replying to me to see what it's called, but I can't find him. No worries. That's really cool though. That's like a bit of the dream, isn't it now? Yeah, I did a strongman tournament for the first time a few weeks ago, Cheesy. It wasn't a massive, it wasn't like an international thing, but it was pretty big. The crowd was about 400 people. It was certainly the highlight of my summer. It was brilliant. I've wanted to do one for a while, and the opportunity just sort of came up. It was a local-ish thing. They didn't really advertise on the internet or anything. It was all done through local pubs and fucking chip shops and all that. You know, it was word of mouth and stuff. But the turnout was brilliant, and I had such a good time. Well, it'll be 1 AM by the time we finish. I'm not gonna be eating until 1 AM. We'll do it tomorrow then. Y'all being a bit rude, though, Preston. Y'all being a bit rude. I'm not gonna lie. You're hard to talk to right now. Yeah, damn, nice one, brother. Thank you. You do well. I didn't win. I think it came like 7 out of 20 in my class. So there was the professionals who do it. They're training with like the world's strongest men and stuff. They're in a different class. And then there was, I don't know what they call it, like local legends or something. And that was my class. But sort of in the second event, it was deadlifting, and I deadlifted with pretty bad form because of some fucking belt that I put on. I never trained with a belt before, but I thought, oh, I'll put it on. And the problem with it was, when it came down to do the deadlifts, I'd never done deadlifts and never lifted with a belt on before, so I had no idea sort of the muscle. I didn't have the muscle memory of it, whereas if I had done it without the belt, I would have done. And as I came down and lifted, I did 2 sort of sets. The first set of about 11 was fine, and then I came down to start doing the second sort of wave of reps. It was how many you could do in like 45 seconds or something. I think I did 17. Was it 15 or 17? I can't remember. But as I came up to do the second set, my fucking just felt like muscles pop, pop, pop all up my lower back. I was in pain for the rest of the day after that. So anything that used my lower back after that, I was just fucked doing it. But I think my best event was the truck pull, which is a video on my Instagram of. That was about 3 tons, that truck was. And I looked at it and I was like, okay, I'm gonna fucking, you can see in the video, I'm like fucking roaring with it, like growling, because I was like, I'm really gonna fucking give it my all on this one. So your natural Kai, people could be there taking fucking Super Troll. Maybe the professionals were, but no, the other guys probably weren't, I don't think. It was just that they were... I was probably the third biggest guy there, other than 2 of the professionals. But again, they're like... They were on steroids for sure. I was probably the third biggest guy, muscle-wise. But there was loads of farmers there who were way skinnier than me, and maybe in a fist fight or in a weightlifting contest, they would have got smashed. But the one strength that they had was lower back strength and core strength. It's something that even the skinniest of farmers have. And because it was an event that was in a farming community, sort of built by farmers and for farmers, which is fine. I love them, you know, they're great people. I'd say about half the events catered to that. My worst event was the one where you had these 2, I think they were 20 or 30 kilogram, not kind of kettlebells, but they weren't. They were like square bells, and you had to hold them out like that for as long as you could. That was my worst event. I didn't do very. I wasn't last, but I was probably like in the last 7 maybe for that. But I knew I wouldn't be good at that because that's static strength, that's not moving strength, and I knew farmers would take that. But what pissed me off a bit about that one was... that we were told to be really strict and hold them really close in like that when you were doing it. And then, as it went on, as more and more people did it, people were like holding them at the sides and stuff, which uses more muscles than if you're strict like that. So that aggravated me a bit, but it is what it is. Not being rude because don't want to stream till 1 AM. I was just wondering what the times would be. No, you're being rude in that just the way you're talking. It's hard to talk to you. You're being very rude lately, Preston. Thank you, Cheesy. No, I've put on a lot of weight. I just started sort of gaining muscle and bulking. Probably back in 2020 was when as Kieran said, that was the glow up year. That was when I proper started getting into mass gainer shakes and lifting and stuff. But yeah, this sort of last year I've ramped it up quite a bit. I'm up to 125 kilograms now. I think I was probably at maybe 100. No, probably not actually. Maybe about 93, 94 kilograms back when we last spoke. Dirty bulk. Not especially dirty bulk. I do have sometimes I have some flare ups, but no, I'll have some. What I do is I'll eat a decent meal, and then I'll have sugar after it just to cram in the extra calories. So I do eat some unhealthy stuff, but not primarily. But yeah, I am on the eternal bulk. Abs are certainly not something I'm going for. But yeah, I've put on quite a bit of weight now, yeah, and I plan on gaining more. Yeah, no, if I went on... no, Kieran, I have anger problems as it is. Just unlike things like pine pollen. So if I took trenbolone, I would end up in prison because of you, Kieran, encouraging me to do it. I wonder if these guys are on Instagram, actually. Buxton Motorcycle Club. They're not. It's a shame. How's your insulin sensitivity? Well, this is why I only have sugar, I say, while I've got a 20 pack of Kit Kats on my desk in front of me. I only have sugar after big meals now. That's the balance I've found. Because if I have it standalone on an empty stomach or, you know, an hour after a meal, my blood sugar goes like mad. My energy levels are fucked. My mood's fucked. Definitely drops the testosterone when you have these insulin spikes, and I get my skin's a lot less clear as well. So what I do now is I'll have the big meal and then sneak in some unhealthy food immediately after the big meal, because then your insulin spikes, you're not going to get an insulin spike because you've got all of those carbohydrates, you know, the slow burn carbohydrates and stuff. So you're not going to get that fucking spike from that, and you could be stuffed. Let's say you ate, I don't know, fucking spaghetti bolognese or something, 1,500 calories or whatever, 2,000, absolutely stuffed, can't eat any more. What I've noticed, and you know what the studies have shown, is that the body actually has more room for sugar. So you can probably, for me, I can probably take in about an extra 400 calories through sugar after a big meal. If I ate cheese, I wouldn't be able to stomach it. If I drank, you know, ate proper food, I wouldn't be able to stomach it. But if I have some just simple processed sugar, some biscuits or chocolate or something, immediately after a big meal, not only do I not get those insulin spikes and stuff, but I also notice that I can get more calories in, basically. Well, you've got a kid though, so it's like, it's fair enough. And I mean, I don't know many people that have kids that are really pushing hard with the training. I could say, and I understand it. I'm scared of having kids because if I do, I don't want to, you know, lose my edge for training. But you're not the only one, is what I'm saying, Cheesy, because kids take up so much time. And they make you less aggressive as well at the end of the day, so you have less to put into training. It's one reason why I've tried to kick myself up the arse, particularly this year with training, is because I know that one day, maybe soon, I might end up having kids. And it also dawned on me that I'm at the beginning of my prime now, at sort of 24 or 25, beginning of my prime. I should be really push myself. This next 10 years will be when I can be the biggest of my life, basically, and in the best shape. So I thought, I'll kick myself up the arse, push as hard as I fucking can, before I, you know, age potentially sets in, or, you know, I have kids or whatever. See, I'm like fucking bipolar sometimes, really nice, sometimes really nasty. Yeah, same. The dark path definitely messes with that as well. I'm a lot nicer when I don't use media. My mum goes on about not having junk food, but I tell her it's not even the junk food though. Like poutine, it's fucking gravy, cheese and potatoes. All those are fattening. What? You have a problem with fucking gravy and cheese, Kieran? Are you high? What? There's nothing wrong with that. To talk about the potato, nothing wrong with potatoes either. The only thing wrong with that would be seed oils. Kieran, your mum's right in this instance, telling you not to have sweets. If you think that potatoes are worse than sweets, I'm agreeing with your mum for once. Processed sugar is really bad, to be fair, which is why I fucking sneak it in after a big meal. And then seed oils, which is what most potatoes are cooked in, like chips and stuff. That's really bad for you, but... She doesn't have a right, though, because I'm pretty sure she smokes, doesn't she? So she's telling you not to have... It helps keep the weight off of you. You've probably got a very strong lower back as well, which is my weakness, really. At the restaurant. No, I don't even have sweets. I have sweets. Like, oh, fair enough. I'm just saying, like, the worst thing... I think gravy and cheese... Why are you talking about fattening? There's nothing wrong with that, bro. Cheese is amazing for you. Oh, this is mad. I'm seeing this photo, right? From the local motorbike club. And they've put a photo of from 1950s from the people that were members. And there's less members there than there is now, but what I notice is there's a lot. Most of the guys are young guys there, 20s, 30s, early 40s at most. Whereas now the biker gang, the biker group, they're all like 50s, late 40s, 50s, and 60s. There's nothing wrong with that, but there's definitely a change in the culture now where there's a lot less, you know, young men riding. I think certainly the sort of the retro vibe of a biker group and biker gang. There's a lot less young men involved in it. I don't know why. It's dirt cheap. Like my bike is like about £11 to fill the tank. And I'll go 200 miles on it easy. On that tank, it's what is it? It's £20 a year for road tax. The insurance is expensive, but that's just because I'm young and youngish, and I don't have a full license. That's like fucking £70 a month. That's the most expensive part, but still, I think more young guys should be on bikes because they're fucking awesome. Too busy deciding if they want to identify as toasters or run. I didn't want to say, but yes. Yes. No, it's true, though. It is true. But that was what I was getting at, really, is that there's no... Masculinity is much lower, you know, much rarer compared to what it was 70 years ago. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I'm going to join this group. I'll proper want to go on some rides with them. That'd be awesome. I'm not posting them on Facebook, so they might think I'm like a fake account. I don't know. Fuck it. I'll join. Click join group. Oh, yeah, you have to do like an application thing. I'll do that later then. Am I a member of it or? I don't fucking know. I'll do it later or tomorrow. Back pumps. That's also what I had. I had a combination of back pains and back pumps on the day. Demonic, but it felt kind of good. I'm gonna go and get some food now, I think. I'm not even bothering saving this fucking game, bro. It's a disaster. It's a fucking disaster. You get a back pump driving. I think that might be to do with some kind of fucking supplements you take then, Kieran, because that's not normal. This bike here that I'm looking at for you to rent, Kieran, it's 124cc. So you will have one less cc than me. So mine's bigger than yours. I'm liking the sound of that. One thing I love on my bikes, Cheesy, is I fucking love going out sort of in the middle of the night for a really long ride. When the roads are empty, especially with a clear sky. Fucking love it. Yeah, well, I say it because like pretty much everyone I know hates driving and like harder to see and all that shit, but I love it. I think it's amazing. Time to get the mods to give. I've been looking at some of that, like some of the little sneaky, maybe not so legal mods that will up the speed. I can't believe Preston's still not watched Place Beyond the Pines. It's such a good film. Right, I'm gonna go now. I'm fucking hungry. I'd love to stay on longer, but I'm proper hungry. I'll be streaming tomorrow, so if anyone wants to join, feel free. It was fucking awesome speaking to you again, Choosy. I'm glad you're alright. Proper wicked speaking to you. Driving at night is aesthetic. Fucking is. Oh, no, stop, because I'm going to want to go out on my bike after my food. On a warm night. Fucking hell, it's amazing. Like, I went out to So I'm not going yet. Right, let me tell this story. I went out to for Lammas, or I can never pronounce it, but the Lunazada. Right, let's see how pronounce this, because it's about time I fucking learnt this pronunciation. So this is a Celtic thing, so I don't know if you would practice this, Cheesy, but.
How do you go about pronouncing it? Lunasa. Lunasa.
That. It was that a few days ago. Last Tuesday, actually. So I went out at about 9 o'clock. And I went up to my local stone circle, like the oldest one that's within my region. Went praying up there and everything. That was brilliant. And that was a night ride, you know, like probably about 40 miles. And that was fucking awesome. The roads were quiet. No one was on them. Oh, mate, it was fucking awesome. Really good. Well, I love the jacket on, but I proper unzip it. Not so it's unzipped, but just sort of down my chest. Tank top on. Sometimes nothing on underneath the jacket, and you just get the fucking nice, cool breeze. And yeah. Well, I don't, because it's more of a Celtic thing. There is stone circles and henges and stuff in the Norse stuff, and they both have the same origins, but I wasn't sure if that's something that you'd be into, because it is more so a Celt thing. Obviously, the Norse have standing stones as well, but the ones that are in Britain mostly are Celtic, aren't they? Because by the time the Vikings came over, I don't think many of the stone circles were being built. They'd already been built like fucking 2,000 years prior to that. But there is ones in Scandinavia, obviously. But again, when they come over, let's say 800 AD or whatever, the building practice is long past. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. You couldn't wear a trench coat on a bike, Kieran, because it'd be too long. You get sucked back into your back wheel. I do like leather though. Not like that, but you get what I'm saying. Anyway, good night. See you, Cheesy. See you, Preston. See you, Kieran. See you tomorrow.